telephone issues that we have at the actual Ronald McDonald house is we have a base telephone that doesn't have any extensions. It's in one office, my office is in another. So we went and bought 2 handheld extensions to hook to this telephone. If you don't answer the telephone by the end of the second ring, it goes to voicemail. The only way to pick it up from voicemail is to go stand in the little office until it goes through its whole spiel and comes back to you. We can't transfer up and down to rooms without it being cut off. We have the handhelds that don't actually go with the system. So if you try to walk outside of the house, you lose whoever you're on the phone with. So when we're outside and I'm trying to explain to Karen things that are going on around the house that day, she's telling me walk back, walk back, walk back. We cannot transfer calls to this main office, and we only have 3 lines that are coming in. You can only get the first 2 lines on the handhelds. If anyone calls on that 3rd line, whether you're checking a family in, carrying boxes of wish list items from people's vehicles, and that telephone rings on that 3rd line, you have got to get to it by the end of that 2nd ring, or it switches over to voicemail. The families only have 2 lines coming in for 8 different families that live in that house. And if they come in and someone doesn't know a room extension, there's no way for us to program anything on it. So our night manager is not an awake manager. She actually sleeps there. So if there's an emergency and someone's calling a family that doesn't have a cell phone after hours, there's no way to get them through to those families.
And my name is Karen Marinelli, and I am the director for Ronald McDonald House, and we are located in 2 locations. So we have an admin office and a house. And between the 2, we can never get transferred calls. We can't speak to one another. We have to share different phone numbers. It's becoming more and more of an issue because we can't help each other. So a new phone system allowing us just some simple pleasures of being able to transfer calls, pick up calls, and talk to one another without a bunch of delays would be a great asset.
Now we just got kicked out of our phone room by AT&T, so the other things that would be just helpful in our environment is to have the ability to check messages, check them not only from our offices, from our remote locations, any kind of telecommunication type of things where we could beam people in, or at least let them be on a conference call for a board meeting. At this time, we have no capability of doing that. So everything is done either on our cell phones where they're listening in and we're repeating things back to them. That's just not a good way to do business. So like I said, this new phone system would kind of bring us into the 21st century, because I think right now our phones are about 15 years old. So I think they've outlived their usefulness, and having something new would just be wonderful.
There are a lot of times that at the house, since we're in 2 different locations, we have 8 different families that are living in a house together. And there are a lot of times that we need to talk with a family. And that's not something we ever do alone. So even being able to have Karen, we can get on the telephone together and have this family in there. Would be just amazing, because now she has to get in her car, drive 2.5 miles to us. I mean, stopping everything that we're doing just to come to the house to see what's going on. So there's no way for us even to have a conference with a family, to find out what's going on with their child, what their needs are, without physically leaving a location.
Please IntelliSystems and Avaya, pick us for an extreme phone makeover.